We're smaller than some of the banks around here locally. We know our people, our membership. A lot of times when you go into the credit union, they can call you by your name. I think there's more of a family atmosphere as far as how you interact with the staff. The services that are offered, I think, are as good and maybe even better than some of the banks offer. And a lot of times when you go into the bank, it's like you ask somebody a question and you have to end up at the fifth person before you find the answer. I don't think that's true at Lakota Federal Credit Union. We are not so big and so individualized in our departments that we can't help anybody who comes in with a question or a problem or a service that they need. And if the individual that you talk to can't provide the service, you might have to see one more person, but you won't see a string of people like I think you do in some of the larger institutions. I know they've always been there to help me and everything that I've ever needed, whether it be a loan, a savings transaction, an inquiry, I need some forms, no matter what it's been. They've always been there and done it willingly and pleasantly. Mm-hmm. And I think that has a lot to do with the culture that starts at the very top with the board of directors all the way down to whoever sweeps the floor. I think the encouragement from management to the staff and the fact that we have received some wonderful testimonials from people about the services they have received at the credit union, I think is an encouragement for the staff to offer that service and do it willingly and with a smile. In the last couple of years, they have done a member appreciation. The first one they did, they held it pretty much outside, and they had dogs from the Animal Ark. They had youth there that I don't remember exactly what group they were with right off, but they volunteered. A lot of them were children of staff members or grandchildren and friends of theirs, and they volunteered outside to help with the event. And we had sort of a carnival atmosphere at it. Last year we held it indoors, and it went just as well. We held it on Kaposha days last year, and the people that were lining up for the parade came into the credit union. A majority of them were members of the credit union, some of them were not. But the enjoyment that was, I think, present was palpable. You could feel it. And some of us on the board and committees volunteered to help out on these occasions, as we have with the parades and some of the other activities that Lakota takes part in. And it's always fun to be able to interact with the members and find out from them how they feel about the credit union. And it just encourages us as volunteers, as staff members, to continue to provide great services. Oh, can I tell you a bad story about Patty? I just encourage people to look at Lakota Federal if they're looking for financial services. I would encourage them to look at volunteering at the credit union. I think it brings a lot of self-satisfaction. It gives back to the community. We are not a for-profit organization in the sense that the earnings that